What is going on, guys? It's EmeraldGamer7 coming back at you with another video. Here to give my thoughts and opinion on the subject of the casting choice for the Resident Evil live-action TV show being designed by Netflix. This comes from Deadline.com. I'll leave an article to the description in the description below. They've casted actor Lance Reddick to play the infamous Alfred Wesker from the video game series Infamous Villain. Now, I have a problem with Lance Reddick. Seems like a good actor. I've seen him in a handful of movies here and there. And also, most notably, he voiced the character Silence off the... I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Silence off the hit video games Horizon Zero Dawn. And he did pretty good voicing that character. But in my opinion, you can clearly see, if you look him up, he looks nothing like Albert Wesker. And I feel like when you're casting something, you should pick someone that is similar to the source material that you have at hand. Don't try to just change it, which I don't understand what Netflix is doing, what they're trying to do. Because Netflix is also doing an animated TV show of Resident Evil as well, called Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, which comes out next month, and I'm excited for that. And they're sticking to the source material and all this, and the TV show looks really good, and I'm really excited for that. It doesn't mean I'm not going to give the show a chance. I'm still going to give the live action TV show a chance. I hope it's good, and from what I read, the plot, it does seem interesting. It follows the first time the show is broken up into two timelines. The first timeline, it follows Jade and Billy Wesker as teenagers, and they move to a new place called New Raccoon City. In case y'all didn't know, the old one was blown up by the U.S. government in the video game series because the town got infected with zombies and monsters and all that. So the U.S. had to nuke the town in the video game series, unfortunately. And it looks like, I guess, in the future, present time, they built a new city, I guess. And also, their father has all these secrets as well, which I guess would be Albert Wesker, I'm assuming. And then the second timeline, the series jumps 10 years into the future, and it follows Jade Wesker, who's now an adult, trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world that is being taken over by the T-virus. Now, here's where I think they could have gone with this casting and done a good job with this, is that, I'm going to backtrack a little bit for y'all and talk about, the history of Resident Evil. Now, I've already said before, Umbrella started it all. They started the zombie apocalypse, the outbreak, and all this and that. And they also had a secret project that they also worked on called Project W, or AKA the Wesker Project, where they got their hands on several incredibly talented individuals or babies with very high IQ points or intelligence, and they adopted or got them through other means necessary, and basically put them in their version of a boarding school. Now, Umbrella was selfish in doing this. They did just so they could get these greatest minds as children and steer them into their direction. Just basically make them pawns and puppets of the scheme. And they gave them the best education possible. And they went out and Umbrella monitored them on the outside world. And they narrowed it down to 13 people. And then the ultimate test for them was inject them all with the virus and see if they could take it. Now, unfortunately, 11 out of these 13 people died, and the two people that survived was Albert Wesker and his quote-unquote, more or less, sister, Alex Wesker. And I didn't even know that Alex Wesker existed, because I always thought Wesker was the only one that survived the project, but in the Resident Evil Revelations 2 video game, which came out back in 2015, I found out that there was no Wesker that survived, and I was just blown away. I was like, what? There was two? Now, what if they casted Lance Reddick to play a Wesker, just not Albert Wesker. What if he was one of the 11 Weskers that died? What if he didn't die? What if he didn't succumb to the virus? And Umbrella thought he died and just let him go because they thought he was dead. But in reality, he survived. And that's like one of his secrets that he keeps from his children, that he was a Wesker child brought on by Umbrella. And I think that would probably have been a better TV show, and I probably would have been engaged by that. And what if, like, one of his other secrets was in the TV show, like, they moved to New Raccoon City because someone blackmailed or strong-armed him into joining a rival company, or a former Umbrella executive found out that he was alive and was like, hey, you're working for us now in science, and we're going to, like, make zombies again and make this and that, and you're going to move your family to New Raccoon City, and you're not going to tell them anything about it. I feel, in my opinion, that would have been probably a better TV show, and probably would have been engaged in that, because in the live-action TV show, not live-action TV show, in the Resident Evil video game series, Albert Wesker does have one child named Jake Miller, and I felt like maybe like they could bring him in on the TV show and like have them interact with this new Wesker family. I feel like, in my opinion, that would have been probably a better TV show, and I would have definitely watched that. But I'm still going to watch it, give it a chance. Hopefully the show is good. And that's just my thoughts on the subject. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe to the channel. And I do appreciate you guys. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Bye.